All right, you are about to be treated to the 2023 Western Weekend Parade audio. This is from June 4th, downtown Point Reyes Station at high noon. Announcers are Dolores Gonzalez, Matt Gallagher, and Robert Cardwell. Please kick back and relive this amazing parade. Brought to you by KWMR, Point Reyes Station.
23. I'm with Dolores and Robert on my left, and Millie, and Chris
Longacre,
Christina Pettigrew. We're all here to wait for horses to arrive, yes?
Yes, our first entry will be the Marin County Mounted Posse Sheriff's Division.
Well, let's see what we got on that.
The Marin County Sheriff's Posse has assisted the Sheriff's Office and the people of Marin County since 1942. That's a long time ago. Amanda's doing a little bit of adjusting there. 1942, what began at the end of World War II as a reserve law enforcement unit has evolved over the 70 years into a group whose mission includes search and rescue, public relations, large animal rescue, ceremonial participation, and practiced horsemanship.
Bienvenidos a nuestro anual desfile del oeste de Marín. 75 aniversario. Primera vez será un poco traducido todo. Bienvenidos a nuestro desfile 2023.
So, this is actually, if you're playing the trivia game at home, this would be the 71st parade, not the 75th. 1981 and 82, no parades because we got too big for our britches. We shut it down.
Matt,
and then, of course, COVID in 20 and 21.
There's the other two.
Here we go. The West Marin young adults up in front, been supporting this event since they were young. The walkers with the parade banner. There we go. And now you're not young. You still look very young.
And one lively dog.
And here we have the Marin County Sheriff's Mounted Posse.
Los policías de la oficina del condado desde 1942. Jóvenes, su misión incluye rescatar, relaciones públicas y rescate de animales.
How do you get to sign up or do an application to be part of the posse? Is it actually, that's the job title?
I don't have the answer to that,
okay.
Matt.
Well, maybe
if you're
they can
looking
come
at
down
me,
here. All right.
We could ask the
They're
sheriff. There, he
horses.
raises his hand, or the posse leader raises his hand. There we go, leader.
Okay.
Ask him, and he will give you the details.
You're taking applications.
And once again, we have Jamie Scardina. He's in the carriage drawn by Dolly and Nellie. I changed glasses.
Well, I can continue.
Gosh. You continue.
Nellie Cooper is driving. A Marin native sheriff, Scardina, grew up in Corte Madera. In 1998, Jamie joined the Tiburon Police Department as a police officer before joining the Marin County Sheriff's Office in 2000. He steadily worked his way up through the ranks from deputy to sergeant to lieutenant to captain. In December 2018, Jamie was promoted to under sheriff, the second in command in the office. Jamie was appointed to the sheriff in July 2022 and has dedicated himself to keeping the people of Marin County safe for 25 years. Thank you, Jamie.
Yeah. Los policías del condado, Jamie, Dolly y Nelly, los que van manejando, son activos de Corte Madera desde 1998 en la oficina de Tiburón, el departamento de policía, y también comparten con los policías de aquí desde el 2000. Ellos trabajan con el sargento y el capitán desde 2018 y Yemi ha estado promotora desde el segundo de la oficina de 2000 años, 25 años de servicio. Un fuerte aplauso.
Magnifique.
25.
Magnifico. Magnifico. Can you do my Spanish homework for me, Dolores?
Ay, don't tell me,
There's the
lady.
most
Sí,
important-
seguro.
There's the most important person in the parade, and that's the gentleman on the other side of the pickup. He's picking up stuff.
Oh, la persona más importante de esta camioneta.
Oh, is that the secret mission of the mounted posse?
Is to make deposits? No.
Okay.
Here
Ese
we
es el
have
secreto.
Grand Marshal of the Western Weekend Parade.
Tenemos
Madeline Nito Hope was chosen to serve as the 2023 Grand Marshal of the Western Weekend Parade in recognition of her many years of community service in West Marin. In particular, her work with a number and variety of activities focused on youth services and environmental projects.
la gran señora Madeline Hope, que fue escogida para este año 2023 por su liderazgo en nuestra comunidad. Especialmente ella tuvo la misión de nuestros jóvenes. Ella advocó con proyectos y programas después de la escuela. Un fuerte aplauso a Madeline.
Way to go, Madeline. She is everywhere. All
Through
over
her
this
work
place.
with the Youth Leadership Institute, Madeline has recruited and mentored young people to take leadership roles and provide community services to the West Marin community.
She's worked with the Green Team, a group of teens who clean up after community projects and educate the public about zero waste and participate in the annual Recycle Circus.
Ella ha participado en muchos eventos, en el reciclaje, proyectos después de la escuela, los Club de Leones, limpiar, recoger, ayudar en nuestra comunidad.
Very great appointment of the Grand Marshal.
Yes.
Well deserving. Years and years of community efforts from Madeline. Thank you so much.
Se lo merece, hasta hoy es un honor tenerla aquí.
Perhaps most significant, in 2009, Madeline Hope joined the West Marin Lions with a proposal to turn the condemned music building at the West Marin School into a youth center. In 2011, she became the director of the Tomales Bay Youth Center with the mission of building capacity for coordinated youth services in West Marin. During her tenure at TBYC, she skillfully wrote grants for programs for teens, including sports programs such as biking, swimming, and skateboarding, talking circles through the Coastal Health Alliance, after-school tutoring, and the open gym program.
Yeah. Through Lions Club funding and grants generated by Madeline, over $579,000 have been spent on youth services programs in coastal West Marin. The Lions Club is grateful that the West Marin Community Services has taken responsibility for the Tomales Bay Youth Center. The Lions Club will continue to contribute financial support. When all is said and done, no one person has done more for youth services in West Marin than Madeline Hope, our 2023 Western Weekend Grand Marshal.
Como dijimos, ha participado en muchos eventos y a través del Club de Leones se recaudó 579,000 que se han gastado en servicios para nuestros jóvenes en la comunidad. El Club de Leones está orgulloso de tener estos servicios y la responsabilidad de Madeline, contribuyendo con este apoyo.
Moving on, the firefighters of Marin County Fire Department have proudly served the communities of West Marin since 1914. The crews and equipment participating today are stationed out of the downtown Point Reyes Firehouse. Remember, if you have an emergency, call 911 to get the closest response to your location. Also, you can sign up for Alert Marin to receive evacuation notifications impacting your neighborhood. Please consider volunteering with the Point Reyes Disaster Council to support your community. Today, the fire department is represented by Captain Mark Burbank and crew. Captain Mark.
Los bomberos de nuestra comunidad del Condado de Marin están orgullosos de servir a nuestra comunidad desde el 1914. Este equipo participa todos los días en el pueblo de Point Reyes, y si tiene alguna emergencia, por favor llame al 911 que responderá en su localización. También puede firmar para alertas de Marín para recibir notificaciones de evacuación y impacto en nuestro vecindario. Compartiendo con el Council de Disasters, apoyando a nuestra comunidad. Nuestra comunidad del departamento, el capitán Mark Burbank.
Well, what just got away from us was the 1934 International Harvester Early Fire Support Vehicle for the Tamalpais Forest Fire District, established 1914, and became the Marin County Fire in 1941. Thank you for that entry.
Next up, we have the Point Reyes National Seashore. Hosts its own fire engine, and Fire Chief Gregory Jones joins us today as a representative of all the National Park Service firefighters working to manage wild land fires in national parks. The National Park Service is part of the greater interagency effort to address wildfires on federal lands and employs hundreds of people for that effort across the country every fire season.
Tenemos el Centro de Recreación de National Seashore, también con su troca de bomberos ofreciendo servicios, representando a nuestro Parque Nacional y nuestros bomberos, trabajando en nuestras áreas y en nuestros parques nacionales.
There are young hooligans in the next fire trucks. That's called the Inverness Volunteer Fire Department. And the guys have been providing fire services to the community of Inverness since 1948. They are part of the Inverness Public Utilities District. IPUD provides public safety and water service to the community of Inverness.
Los voluntarios de nuestro servicio, de nuestro apartamento, del departamento de bomberos, también ha provisto servicios a nuestra comunidad desde 1948. Ellos son parte de nuestra unidad pública del distrito y proveen servicios públicos y servicios de agua en nuestra comunidad de Marín y de Inverness.
IPUD. All right. We have the National Park Service Rangers and volunteers. They work hard to serve the public at Point Reyes National Seashore, which sees about 2.5 million visitors every year.
También tenemos el servicio de Park Rangers, de que trabajan voluntariamente, y tenemos como 2.5 millones de personas que visitan cada año.
Today's Mounted Patrol team represents two Park Service career disciplines: facilities with Darlene on Nighthawk and education with Sierra on Gentry. Walking with the horses today are John, Bonnie, Julie from the Protection Division. You can meet all of the patrol horses at the Parks Morgan Horse Ranch behind the Bear Valley Visitor Center, where they'll be having an open house anniversary celebration in a few weeks on June 17th.
También tenemos a nuestras representantes que ellas con sus caballos ayudan en esta área de educación y están para caminar con sus caballos. Ellas es Jan, Bunny y Julie, para la protección y división entre nuestros parques a caballo. en el centro de Bear Valley, centro comunitario. Y van a tener una apertura de celebración en unas semanas, en junio 17.
Next is your road and trails team. Say hello to Francesca and Bridget, who have been hard at work the last few months following this winter's rough storms, which saw hundreds of massive trees come down throughout the park's 70,000 acres. They've been getting help this spring from the conservation courts of the North Bay.
And will soon host the YCC Youth Conservation Corps. We've already, hello?
Generational ranchers of the Point Reyes National Seashore and Golden Gate National Recreation Area. The Point Reyes Seashore Ranchers Association members you have seen here today represent the families that have been producing food in West Marin for up to 6 generations on ranches that they have origins in the 19th century.
Okay.
They represent dairy and beef ranches in the federally recognized Point Reyes and Olima Valley historic districts on land now managed by the Point Reyes National Seashore.
La generación de los ranchos del Point Reyes, la recreación de área, ellos representan a todos nuestros rancheros con sus familias, producida de generación en generación desde el 19 centenario del represente de los ranchos, una organización federal de Point Reyes en Olima National Seashore.
Association members range in age from 92 years old to newborn. The number on the gold balloon carried by each rancher indicates what generation he or she represents.
We got
on the family ranch.
We got 3 right there,
Ah.
and 6, and we see another 3.
And that doesn't look like a group of dogs to me, but that's the K9 unit. There we go. There's the youngest, possibly. Yes.
Sí, la representación de nuestra asociación de miembros es entre las edades de 92 años hasta los recién nacidos. Ellos tienen un nombre que acarrean cada año de rancheros indicados de generación que representan nuestras familias en los ranchos.
All right. Good.
I think that this is a tractor.
What is that? What is that?
That's a tractor.
Tractor.
What is that, Mijo?
I think
That's Tim Bunce, I believe.
is that Tim Bunce? Yeah, he
He's hiding.
got a little impatient and jumped in the
He's been
front
in
of the
about
line.
7 or 8 of these. And
Yeah.
Morgan.
There we go. And next up,
He's
number 10.
breakdancing with a McCormick Farmall.
Here we go. Grammy Award winner,
It's a-
Ramblin' Jack Elliott.
Yeah, Team Bounce.
Ramblin' Jack ran away from home at the age of 15 to join Colonel Jim Eskew's rodeo, the only rodeo east of the Mississippi. Although called the king of folk music by Bob Dylan, Ramblin' Jack learned his guitar from a cowboy out here in West Marin, where he makes his home. When he isn't performing on the road, he hangs out with consider.
Ramblin' Jack salió de su casa a la edad de 15 años y desde entonces compartió el rodeo. Desde Mississippi, desde la música, también Jack aprendió a tocar guitarra y a ser un gran cowboy.
One of the other
Aquí en
things
West Marin.
about Ramblin' Jack used to hang out in San Francisco and play music at all hours of the day.
Yes,
Here we go.
And he's thrilled to be here. The
Here's
Point
the
Reyes Arabian Adventures
Is a small company started 30 years ago with a few rescued Arabians trained and nurtured to become gentle riding horses for the whole family to ride.
I looked down to read, and they're gone.
All right.
Over the years, the herd
No,
expanded.
it's just still them.
We got more. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
this is Point
We
Reyes
got these
Adventures.
big gaps. Okay, over the years, the herd's expanded to 16 beautiful horses we have now, which 2 are in their 30s and blissfully retired. We have stunning new trails to explore overlooking Tamales Bay and our neighboring ranch, Black Mountain, a private ranch exclusive only to Point Reyes Arabian Adventures. Come and ride with us on these amazingly beautiful trails here in Point Reyes.
Las Aventuras de los Caballos Arabian es una compañía pequeña que comenzó 30 años atrás. Ellos rescatan en las caminatas de los parques y dan paseos a las familias desde hace muchos años.
Rumor has it that Susie, the head of the Arabian Adventures, was a princess in England before she came to West Marin. Maybe I made up that story, Matt. But
We've had the nephews of czars of Russia that have hid out the rest of their life in West Marin as well.
Yeah, that's true.
The Romanov.
The Romanov family.
Yes.
Who knows whether that was true.
Let's get into sort of a geopolitical debate right now for the next few minutes while we wait for the Children's Corner to come on down.
Next up is
next up. We can start now. They got a lot to say about them. This is a big year for them, right?
What about all these filler things, Matt?
Oh, yeah, we'll start filling.
Okay. Amanda said, wait.
Yeah. Paper Mill Creek Children's Corner has provided early child care and education for 50 years and is the only licensed center providing year-round, full-time care to children of working families in West Marin. Paper Mill offers a fully bilingual Spanish-English program for children ages 2 to 5. Paper Mill honors equity, diversity, and inclusion in all aspects of our educational programming. We are here and thriving with the love and support of our West Marin community. Thank you.
Paper Mill Creek Children's Corner has, this is for you. I don't read Spanish.
Sí. Esta preschool ha servido a nuestra comunidad servicios de educación desde hace 50 años. Es un lugar que ayuda a las familias y a los niños y tiene un programa bilingüe en español y en inglés para todas nuestras edades de 2 a 5 años, con igual diversidad, inclusión, aspectos, educación y programas para todas nuestras familias.
I think this spot right here is where Timmy Bunce was supposed to run through.
Well, we would like to thank some of the Wrangler sponsors at this moment. Okay. Thank you to Point Reyes Books for your Wrangler sponsorship of Western Weekend. Independent bookstore on Main Street. They are working hard to make Point Reyes Books a destination for book lovers the world over to experience this beautiful corner of California where the forest, the sea, writers, readers, and books come together in a truly special place. And that is quoted from their website. Also, Horizon Cable. Thank you to Horizon Cable TV for your Wrangler sponsorship of Western Weekend. Our local internet and cable provider, Horizon Cable, is the longest-serving cable television company in Marin County. Horizon is a true local company utilizing local employees, supporting local nonprofits, and keeping revenue in the county for everyone's benefit. Unlike our Point Reyes Station competitors, Horizon is not a huge conglomerate. Our corporate office is located here in downtown Point Reyes Station, where we have friendly staff available to assist you without the large company runaround. We value every one of our customers, our communities, and our environment. We look forward to serving you, and we strive to make our community better with quality broadband services.
Let me say gracias en español.
I right now can mention a couple of the West Marin Fair winners. We have archery, Nathaniel Bay from Marin County 4-H won the Junior Reserve High Point. Gabriel from the Marin County 4-H took home the award for Intermediate Recurve High Point. And Ricky Kelly from the Two Rock 4-H Club won Senior Recurve High Point and the overall high point with a score of 96 out of 100.
All right. We have next up entry 13.
No.
No?
The Learning Bus.
The Learning Bus is a free drop-in mobile preschool program of the Marin County Free Library. Our bus delivers bilingual activities that support early childhood development through exploration, stories, songs, games, art, and lots of fun. Thank you, the Learning Bus. Is that like the magic school bus? Can it like do all kinds of transportation and get big and small? And I guess it's all in your mind, right, when you start reading?
El camioncito de nuestra biblioteca pública que ayuda a dar muchos servicios en nuestra comunidad, muchos servicios, actividades bilingües, y teniendo a Alex de directora, pues más, tenemos muchos servicios más.
I always enjoy seeing the Learning Bus come around the corner, knowing that it's going to park across from Paper Mill Creek or the Dance Palace and open up to the delights of multimedia, reading, tapes, discs, chips, things I know nothing about.
We've got next up, the Halleck Creek Ranch invites people with disabilities and their families to live a life without barriers.
El rancho de Halleck Creek invita a todas las personas que tengan disabilidades en sus familias para beneficiarse de este programa, actividades, caminatas en caballo y enfocarnos en cada uno individualmente.
Right. So the a Life Without Barriers, the Halleck Creek Ranch focuses on what individuals can do. At Halleck Creek Ranch, we work with our participants and their caregivers to identify personal goals and develop lesson programming to achieve these goals through the support of our incredible community of team members, volunteers, and horses, allowing our participants to reach beyond their disability and celebrate their capabilities. Halleck Creek Ranch creates meaningful equine-assisted experiences while connecting persons with disabilities to the beautiful outdoors. Try your hand at the cow flop. No, that's a cross out. Do not try your hand.
Anyway.
That's not underlined. That's a strike through, folks.
That's a strike through. Anyway, Halleck Creek.
I'm fired.
Based in Nicasio, out Old Rancheria Road. We also thank the Irvings for their large participation in the history of Halleck Creek. Dwayne once told me that he walked to high school over the hill from Nicasio.
To San Rafael?
No, there was a high school in San Anselmo, even back then. He went the back way, Matt.
Well, my dad and him went to the same high school, so I'm pretty sure.
So it was San Rafael. So
possibly. Maybe he's not as quite as old.
Stop bickering, Matt.
Okay, I'm okay. That's
that
fine.
was me.
Yeah. But Dwayne Irving, what a great guy.
Yes, and his brother.
And Buck.
Este rancho de Halleck Creek trabaja con todos sus participantes y todas las personas que lo que cuidan, identifican todas sus cosas personales, sus metas, desarrollan planes y en sus caballos.
We also have a Halleck Creek float driving by. And there's some Halleck Creek dogs.
There's some dogs, too.
Yes,
They're part of a ranch.
and volunteers.
Los perritos y todos sus voluntarios caminando en la troca.
Next up, coming our way, is Emerald Heart. Emerald Heart is a local forest school with children 3.5 to 5.5 years old. They are a place-based program that values the unique inner landscape of each child and the dynamic landscape of their forest home.
El corazón de Esmeralda de nuestra escuela local para que sirve a niños de 3 años y medio a 5 años y medio. Ellos están en un programa que valoran sus únicas y especiales de jardín. Cada niño tiene su dinámica y trabajan en el campo.
Wow. We've got a brand new version of the Nave Patrol in front of our eyes.
Tenemos un niño nuevo en nuestra comunidad.
Nave Patrol.
Navi.
Bob Navi, son and founder, is marching with his grandchild at the same age he carried his daughter, Kaysen? Kaysen. 28 years ago. Wow. Go ahead.
And Bobby, don't do any of the Navi Patrol tricks right now, okay?
There's no guns, I see.
That's good.
Bad Navy, hijo de un fundador que tiene a su nieto en sus manos, como a él lo tuvieron una vez.
All right.
Oh, my.
This next entry is the West Marin Samba Cats, comprised of 7th and 8th graders from West Marin School.
Esta danza que viene son de la escuela de West Marin, 7 y 8 grados. Los
Cats there isn't in 7th grade. Maybe a little bit older there. I don't know. But there might be an aged music teacher on that platform there. I think the Samba Cats are awfully good.
Sí, la banda de los de West Marin, los Gatos Samba de West Marin, 7º y 8º grado. Y el director David que está ahí. David.
All right. Can we hear some more? You got something else in you?
la escuela de West Marin, 7 y 8º grado. ¡Bravo! Horayo.
Hey, Dylan, nice afro.
All right. Well done.
I count the kids.
22.
22 young kids. 22. Wonderful.
All right. What do we have here? We have.
Later, I want to see you.
Coming up next, we have AIM, the Agricultural Institute of Marin, rolling on the rolling route, a mobile farmers market that comes to Point Reyes every Monday, 12:30 to 1:45 p.m. AIM is launching the Point Reyes Farmer Market starting June 1st through November 4th every Saturday at Toby's, right behind me, Toby's Feed Barn from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. That is the Agricultural Institute of Marin.
El programa de agricultura de institución tiene las marquetas todos los lunes, 12:30, 1:45. Y empezando junio 1 a noviembre 4 estaremos aquí atrás con Toby's desde las 9 de la mañana a las 2 de la tarde. Comida fresca, natural.
Rollin' route. All right. Thank you, Agricultural Institute of Marin.
Next up is the Strauss Family Creamery.
Do I smell vanilla ice cream somewhere?
Strauss Family Creamery has been a proud supporter and sponsor of the Western Weekend Parade for many years.
We're getting
community
vouchers.
Organic family farming and producing top quality organic and sustainable products are at the heart of all they do. Albert and Janine Strauss and their employees and families are excited to be back and support Western Days. Be sure to stop by their booth and enjoy a free scoop of ice cream. We all scream for ice cream.
Yes, and we were just plied with vouchers for some coupons and whatnot.
La familia Strauss Creamery ha estado apoyando y participando en nuestro desfile por muchos años en nuestra comunidad con sus productos orgánicos y sustanciosos. Así es que pasen, por favor, a tomar una nieve. Y gracias por el certificado que nos dieron. Bravo.
Main Street Moms works to ensure a viable future for children everywhere by encouraging education, engagement, and bite-sized actions. Since its beginning in 2004, Main Street Moms has undertaken campaigns and community actions on elections, environment, housing, immigrant, and numerous other issues.
Las mamás de nuestra comunidad, ellas se aseguran de trabajar en el futuro de nuestros niños, animando en educación, y también han estado desde el 2004 participando en nuestra comunidad en campañas, elecciones, medio ambiente, casas, emigración y numerosos otros programas. ¡Bravo!
Well done. One bit, you want to read that?
Yes, look at the rights through the ages. It wasn't until 1920 that women can vote. It wasn't until 1952 that all Asians can vote. 1924, Native Americans. 1965, Voting Rights Act passed. And 1971, the voting age was lowered to 18. Indivisible Marin and Main Street Moms, the mob.
Yes.
Estas mujeres con sus anuncios que desde cuando las mujeres pueden votar, como pueden ver, 1924, los americanos nativos pueden votar, 1965, nuestras acciones pasaron y en 1971 las desde 18 años pueden votar.
All right.
Y los
Indivisible West Marin works to elect Democrats and progressives nationwide, lobby our members of Congress and state legislative representatives for progressive legislation and to rebuild democracy by fighting voter suppression and gerrymandering. Thank you, Main Street Moms
Sí, las mamás
and Indivisible West Marin.
The mission of CLAM, the Community Land Trust of West Marin, is to provide stable and permanently affordable homes in an environmentally responsible way in the communities surrounding Tomales Bay. CLAM envisions young families growing here, children and grandchildren living nearby, and older community members able to remain in their homes. The stability of home ownership and affordable rentals will ensure a strong and diverse community fabric.
La misión de esta asociación de nuestra comunidad de West Marin CLAM provee permanente estabilidad, casas de bajos ingresos, y tenemos también responsabilidad en las comunidades de Tomales Bay. Ellos ven la misión de los jóvenes que están creciendo aquí, los niños, los nietos, toda nuestra comunidad y nuestra comunidad mayor, para restablecer casas y una casa que podamos pagar más acomodada a nuestros recursos. Buen trabajo.
I just want to say something about Dolores and her ability up here. She only has written down about one entry so far. Everything she's saying has been on the fly translated from English. So she's doing our jobs without any help in another language and translating. So what do you think about that, Robert?
I think that it's a flawless and seamless idea that's time has come.
It's a lot of work, is what I
Es un
think.
placer estar aquí con ustedes y gracias a nuestra comunidad haciendo todo esto. ¡Bravo!
But she's very good at it and does it a lot, obviously.
I know what's on the mind of this person right in front of me.
Finding a home?
Houses.
Housing. Very good. Oh, literally.
On his head.
Remember, we're on the radio, so yes, you have a
sorry.
house on your head.
Oh, that's
Is
right.
that one way to get into housing? From the underneath? From the ground up?
Matt, that is so good of you to remind me that the people listening on their radios can't see what I see.
Not until we put, the Google Eyes injection into you, and we get to watch you on Zoom. Whatever
No.
you see, Robert.
No, I don't think that's
Sorry.
going to happen.
We're off. But we're getting
script
off
again.
track here. Yes.
Buen trabajo. Necesitamos muchas casas en nuestra comunidad. Gracias por su ayuda.
Oh, the dogs. I'm sorry, but Tim Bunce was supposed to be there. But just
I don't see anything about dogs.
the dogs have returned to Point Reyes Station. Marchetti, Piper, and friends have come to town to join in the fun at the Western Weekend Parade. They look forward to some tasty treats at Toby's and maybe even a special drink at the Western Saloon with loves and hugs and lots of attention.
Los perritos regresaron a Point Reyes. Uno se llama Marchetti y Piper. Son unos amigos que han venido a divertirse y a caminar en nuestro desfile. Ellos quieren una bebida aquí de Toby's, muy especial, y muchos abrazos para todos y la atención.
What makes a community strong? The purpose of West Marin Community Services is to support programs and services that ensure the well-being of individuals and families in West Marin. Self-sufficiency, human dignity, and social justice are the values.
No dices West Marin Community Service.
What makes a community strong?
Yes.
The purpose of West Marin Community Services.
Correct.
I think that.
Oh, Heinen, the wrong
Oh,
page.
Yeah,
should
there we
we
go.
continue? I don't care what it says on a piece of paper. I just see what's in front of me.
Okay, West Marin Community Services supports programs and services that ensure the well-being of individuals and families in West Marin. We are a central hub for a diverse range of services that support our neighbors in West Marin, including Point Reyes Station, Inverness, Olima, Tomales, Bolinas, Stinson Beach, and the San Geronimo Valley. We respond to ever-changing circumstances and act as a safety net to address needs unfulfilled by other organizations or government programs.
¿Qué hace una comunidad fuerte? El propósito de este servicio de comunidad apoya programas con servicios para asegurarse que cada individuo y sus familias en West Marin tengan suficiente dignidad humana, justicia social y valores de guías y esfuerzos. Estos programas y servicios aseguran a cada familia individualmente para tener servicios de apoyo a nuestros vecinos, incluyendo Point Reyes, Inverness, Olima, Tomales, Bolinas, Extension Beach y San Jerónimo Valley. Respondemos a cada circunstancia y actuamos con seguridad en nuestras organizaciones, con nuestros programas de gobierno. Muchas gracias, Carlos.
Right.
I had to cut a little.
And did we get to the bottom here on this?
Oh,
Providing emergency funds
where are you?
to people who are in crisis?
We provide emergency funds to people who are in crisis and are unable to find assistance through any other means. Our assisted population includes low-income families, seniors, the unhoused, youth, and children, people with disabilities, and West Marin's immigrant community. They also run the thrift store, the next entry.
También proveen emergencias y fondos para personas en crisis que no pueden encontrar asistencia sobre otras circunstancias. Asisten a la población de bajos ingresos, familias, personas mayores, jóvenes y niños, personas con disabilities y emigrantes de West Marin y la población de nuestra comunidad.
Rotary Chili Chuck Wagon. Is that right? The Chili Chuck Wagon announces the Rotary Club of West Marin's Chili Cook-Off. The chili booth is alongside the post office. Buy some chili and cornbread to help the Rotary Club support their local projects. Special thanks to the 12 2022 Chili Chefs and to the Station House Cafe for their generous donation of cornbread to soak up the luscious chili. Luscious chili.
One thing that you might mention, Matt, is there's a horse driving the truck.
Oh. Well, that's normal in West Marin, isn't it?
Yes, I guess. Oh, look at
horsepower.
Yes, that's horsepower, all right.
Wow. They are horsing around.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
I'm getting hoarse announcing the parade.
Of course you are. All right.
Tienen un puesto para cerca del correo para que pueda pasar hasta probar el pan de maíz y el chili.
Yeah, and there's more on the chili proceeds. The proceeds of the chili, of the holiday meals in the community support the youth leadership camp for 2 to 4 high school students, picture dictionaries to all third graders in West Marin, support for the West Marin Senior Services, and support for Gallery Route 1's Artist in the Schools programs projects like Eco Sorting Stations. This is a fundraiser, the chili and cornbread. All the proceeds go toward outreach in the community. The Rotarians are busy at the chili booth, and so friendly equines have helped us steer the chuck wagon all the way to the grandstand.
Este programa ayuda para comprar a los niños de escuela secundaria y los diccionarios de tercer grado en West Marin y ayuda servicios con nuestras personas mayores y proyectos.
Next up is the Palace Market, the place to shop in West Marin. They are celebrating their new royalty program in 125 years as your local grocers. Are you
royal.
Palace?
We're royal here.
Royalty?
Thank you.
This is a program that actually gives back to the
Chicharrones
community and people that shop the local Palace Market. Look at all those royalty members.
Thank you.
La tienda local de nuestra West Marin Palace Mar que celebran 125 años en nuestra tienda local. Es un placer tener una tienda local.
Thank you, Palace Market, for the bag of goodies. And there is a band of misfits of some kind of outfit coming towards us. I do not know. What is it? RMMWRK. Mark? Quark. Hello, it's KWMR. It's West Marin's local radio station. KWMR has been broadcasting local information, music, and emergency updates for 24 years on FM. KWMR thanks the community for their support and voices and trust for all these 24 years plus. Download the KWMR app and listen anywhere on your iOS or Android device.
KWMR es nuestro radio local, nuestra estación de radio local. Ha estado promoviendo nuestra información con música, emergencia las 24 horas con FM. Gracias a la comunidad por su apoyo, sus voces. 24 años de servir a nuestra comunidad. KWMRA. Un aplauso.
The KWMR entry had programmers or DJs walking there, and it was great to put faces to shows.
Oh.
I could hear one muttering in French.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like an interesting band of people. Next up, we have Hydrun Meadery. And Hydrun Meadery is our local producer of naturally sparkling champagne-style honey wines. Crisp, flavorful, and refreshing. Hydrun meads are a festive accompaniment to our locally grown and produced oysters, cheeses, and other fare. The Meadery Tasting Room is just up on Highway 1 as you leave Point Reyes Station. It is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visitors are welcome to bring a picnic to enjoy on the patio or take a walk through the bee forage farmscape while sipping on a cool glass of bubbly. From flower to flute, drink to our better nature.
Henry Meadery es nuestro local productor de champagne con unas vibras de muchas bubbles y también wines, un sabor muy natural y es acompañado de nuestros locales y ya pueden pasar a verlo en el Highway 1. Está abierto los 7 días a la semana de 11 a 5. De flor a flauta, beber todo lo natural.
A toast.
¡Salud!
A toast to Jeffa and Gordon.
Oh, perdón, I got this. I got the wrong one.
How many years have you been out here now in West Marin? 15 almost? I remember moving that heavy stove into your shop all those years ago. That was fun. Thank you so much. And they have hexagons up there. The hexagon honeybee, they're the bestagons. I've heard that those hexagons are.
How do you milk a honeybee?
Very, very tiny.
That's right.
Something.
Or you comb its hair.
It's very fun.
That's horrible.
We now have some more music coming up in a second. I think those things make music, some people have said.
I don't think so.
No?
But that's just me. Next up is the McIntosh Pipe Band from Larkspur. Members come from San Francisco, the East Bay, Marin and Sonoma counties, even Point Reyes. Station is represented with our own Martin Board.
Martin!
Yep, the band has joined Western Weekend many times in the past and is very glad to be back this year.
Nuestra banda viene desde Larkspur. Los miembros son de San Francisco, de la Bahía del Este, de Marin, de los condados del condado de Sonoma, de Point Reyes, representando Martin Borgi.
I've always thought that the years that we didn't have bagpipe music in the parade was not really a true parade year. I've got to hear that sound and music. Lovely.
Esta banda ha participado en muchos años en este desfile. Y gracias por regresar este año otra vez.
Very well done. Thank you, Macintosh. Piper.
Next up, we have the Coastal Marin Fund gold coins. Can you tell us about them, Matt?
By now, most everyone in West Marin is aware that we have a currency of our own. This beautiful $3 coin, created by Richard Kirschman and designed by Keith Hansen, is accepted and offered for change in many of our commercial outlets. The Coastal Marin Fund, a reserve bank and manager of the coins, pays, pay me, pays to have each one minted, sells the coins at face value, $3, and for each coin taken out of circulation by people who carry them home as souvenirs, it puts $2 back into West Marin's nonprofit sector. Coastal Marin Fund donates about $5,000 each year to local nonprofits. So you can trust this $3 coin. And if you get them out of as gifts, they give us a lot of money back.
Como todos saben, en West Marin tenemos estas monedas de $3, pero si ustedes la cambian y para un souvenir, van a tener $2 y eso va para una de servicios en nuestra comunidad.
Do we have 4-H? Right here. 4-H grows wild in West Marin. Marin 4-H has been a part of Western Weekend since it first began. Today's parade float and bake sale at Toby's Feed Barn has been coordinated by the Teen 4-H Project. Joining the 4-H Teen Club is Rocco Rossotti, a third-generation 4-H'er, and his Angus steer, Andy. 4-H'ers use their heads for thinking, their hearts for loyalty, their hands for service, and their health for serving a better living in the community, our country, and the world.
And on their float, they have the biggest marshmallow out in Marin County, or maybe possibly in the United States.
I heard that on social media. Big marshmallows.
Big marshmallows.
They're so tasty. Where's the graham cracker and the chocolate that can make that a happy thing?
Sí, los jovencitos estos también estarán vendiendo galletas para beneficio, para coordinar todos estos eventos.
Actually, if you could see that the marshmallow is just a hay bale with a preservative coating wrapped around it, so it will do its thing under the plastic. This one is number 34. This is Les Richardson driving a car that he worked with Lee Richardson.
I have the info.
You do?
Yes, it's not my brain.
All right.
Richardson's Roadster Hot Rod. This is a tribute to Lee Richardson. This Chevy-powered Ford Roadster was built entirely by the Richardson family. Les Richardson started this build with his dad Lee on February 10th, 2019. Unfortunately, Lee passed before the build was completed. Over the past 10 months, the car has been shown as a tribute to Lee. This car has now been shown at many hot rod shows throughout California and Nevada, winning numerous awards. Also along the way, winning Best of Show at the prestigious Hot August Nights in Reno. Riding in the car with Les is...
Y un tributo para Lee Richardson, que este carro ha sido para toda la familia, que lamentablemente de 10 meses ha estado caminando y ahora es un tributo, sus nietos se van con él.
And lest we do not satisfy the gearheads out there, the car specs. The car weighs only 2,200 pounds, powered by a 650 horsepower small Chevy 400. Fuel is supplied by the VTEC dual quad fuel injection system. The chassis is fully fabricated with coil over independent rear suspension and based on a 1933 Ford designed by Les Richardson. Way to go, Hot Rods. And everybody should know that Lee did this parade tirelessly and made it so big that we had to shut it down after 1980.
There we go. The next is the Environmental Action Committee of West Marin, EAC, has been working to protect the lands, waters, and biodiversity of coastal Marin County since 1971. Today, they are working to raise awareness of single-use plastics and the harm to the environment. EAC is also an in-kind sponsor of the Post-Parade Street Cleanup event in partnership with Western Weekend Organizing Committee. Join in the cleanup fun after the parade by meeting us at Chorubis.
Este comité de acción ha estado trabajando en nuestras tierras, en el agua, en la diversidad de marín para recaudar plásticos y mejorar nuestro medio ambiente. Ellos han estado en organización, en comités para limpiar y servir en este comité.
And of note, everybody that is carrying a big, tall plastic pipe, it is adorned with waste that washes around our shores and towns, plastic. There's a gyre out in the ocean that's 3 to 4 miles wide now. Everything has plastic. We have to get to reusable stuff. It is very, very important.
Yes, by 2050, it says that there will be more plastic than fish in the ocean.
It's crazy.
Yes, have we actually read the entry?
Here's the top 10 plastics on beaches. Matt, do you know those 10? There's the sign right there. Uh-oh. Here we go. I got the move on.
Este comité de acción ha hecho grandes cosas en nuestra comunidad. Todo este plástico de las playas, de la calle, de los campos, para tomar acción y este comité para hacernos saber lo importante que es reciclar y no usar plástico.
Top 10 plastic on the beaches, caps, cigarettes, Q-tips.
Look at that.
Yes, and turn the corner.
There it is again.
All right, we are going from the plastic refuse of the ocean to something convivial and exciting and fun. We have what looks to be Esforco, the energetic Esforçu, led by Angelita Peter and Christy Costello with costumes by Katie Lister. Esforçu, in Portuguese, Esforçu means endeavor. Esforçu was founded in 2016 and based in the North Bay with many dancers from West Marin. This World Fusion contingent strives to make dancing accessible and inclusionary for all people. Esforçu is a family that fosters community, and this is their 5th year performing in the Western Weekend Parade.
Esforçu. Oh my gosh.
Their theme this year is feminine empowerment through the decades. And all of the tracks they are dancing to are by female musicians from different eras. The choreography is both strong, fierce, and empowered, as well as graceful and liquid, embodying characteristics of femininity. We love you, West Marin.
bailarines inolvidables, enérgicos, que son la mayoría femeninas, pero que bailan con toda su alma, fuertes, tienen una característica femenina y un impulso grande para...
I do think that this year they have maybe twice as many as the last year.
Maybe more than twice. Maybe.
Este año han
really
participado más y más mujeres y hombres.
It's very hard to capture this on radio, what we're experiencing.
Yes, the jaw-dropping, amazing costumes, 20 rows of 5. That's a lot of people.
We have feathers. We have feathers and winged feathers, orange. How do we describe the action here?
Bubbles.
Es
It's
increíble,
bubbles.
increíble, todas estas mujeres con su actitud,
I think
con
if
su
you ever
esfuerzo,
went to Mardi
con su
Gras,
energía.
this could be duplicated, but only at a place that allows dancing and promotes dancing. And through the years, dancing has been one of the cultural things that is sometimes missed over. Here's a very large bunch of energetic dancers. I wouldn't call them a bunch, I'd call them a harem.
Esa energía que nos transmiten esas lindas damas con su esfuerzo.
It's amazing.
And I think the male membership has more than doubled.
Increased.
Ajá.
Yes.
Increíble a cómo han crecido todas estas bailarinas.
I just wish we could hear some of the music even louder. We should pipe them in through the system maybe next time. That would be fun. Yeah, it's spectacular to see, and it's highly choreographed. Their moves are very fluid, as they said. They have
¡Bravo! Continúen adelante con su esfuerzo.
tennis shoes. They have wings coming off of right above the calves. You should really be coming down here and seeing it if you could. If you could see this, you should come out and see. This is our last entry, though. Is that right? I'm just getting word from our stage manager and actual manager, Amanda Eichstadt. A big hand to Amanda Eichstadt, by the way, for putting this on for us. Is this our last entry? This is your last entry.
There is a dancer after this group that I think is one of the tireless dancers of Point Reyes.
Are you speaking of Flynn?
Flynn is out there.
Is Flynn closing us out?
Yes. Let's talk about food.
We're going to talk about food while we see the end of Enforsu. For years, the Marin County Farm Bureau has brought their grills and cooked up the famous Farm Bureau chicken barbecue for Western Weekend. Since 1923, Marin County Farm Bureau has helped to protect and improve the ability of farmers and ranchers engaged in production agriculture to provide a reliable supply of food and fiber through the responsible stewardship of Marin County resources. One of our main goals is to unite the agricultural community to work together in the formation of policies that affect our lives as ranchers. We work at the local, state, and national level with all of our elected officials to improve legislation and regulations that could be detrimental to agriculture. Marin County Farm Bureau prides itself in being the voice of agriculture for West Marin and Marin's farmers and ranchers. If you have a hankering for some barbecue chicken, visit them in the yard at Toby's Feed Barn after the parade, because parades make people hungry. Says so right here. We also have class of 24 tacos and snow cones making their debut at the 2023 Western Weekend. The future senior class of Tamales High School is cooking up some tasty tacos in the yard at Toby's. Come by and support them as they head into their last year of high school.
Ahora hablemos de comida. Tendremos barbacoa de gallina. Desde 1923 esta asociación ha prohibido comida de nuestros ranchos y es aquí atrás de Contobis para que gocen. Después de este gran desfile nos da hambre. Y también la clase de 2024 habrá tacos y barquillos para que pasen ese beneficio de la clase de Tomales High School. Por favor, apoyen. Y un fuerte abrazo, un fuerte aplauso a Amanda, que ella coordinó y me invitó a esta gran celebración. Un aplauso a todos.
Thank you so much for joining us here at KWMR and live on Main Street in downtown Point Reyes Station. So far, we also have more food for you.
There is the 4-H desserts. West Marin 4-H is selling homemade desserts to raise money for their efforts. Visit them and quench your sweet tooth.
También tenemos una mesa de postres para hacer dinero para nuestros del 4-H. Por favor, apoyen. Estará una mesa vendiendo galletas y cosas dulces.
The other thing to mention is the Rotary
This
Club.
is KWMR, 90.5 Point Reyes Station, 89.9 in Bolinas, and 92.3 in the San Geronimo Valley.